There are officially 0 undefeated teams left standing, which means the season is heating up and teams are throwing curveballs. As it stands now, here are 3 of the most surprising teams in the NFL so far this season. Let's start with the Indianapolis Colts, who had a lot of changes going into this year. Jim Irsay passes, so his daughters actually take over for him. Casey, Carly, and Kaylin taking over. Carly actually facing a lot of scrutiny early. People accusing her of micromanaging this team while she was on the sidelines wearing a headset, listening to play calls, and even jotting down notes. But to me, this was just her being more involved in a new and winning culture, and it seemed to be working. This team was off to a hot start. So I'm not really sure that there's a problem with Carly and what she's doing and how involved she is, because again, this is a new and winning culture. Another change, besides the new defensive coordinator, is the change to the quarterback position. Benching Anthony Richardson and adding Daniel Jones to the roster. Daniel Jones did not have the best record with the New York Giants, but comes to the Colts and is off to a fiery 3-0 start. The Colts are very competitive, they have a very explosive offense, and the sports books are showing it. A team that very few people may have had on their radar is proving to be an AFC dark horse this season. Now we move on to a team that has surprised me, but not necessarily in a good way. Starting the season as the Super Bowl favorite, the Baltimore Ravens have been off to a very rocky start. Let's start with their defense that ranks among the worst in the league. Do you think that allowing 5 touchdowns in one game to a team that had scored a total of 6 touchdowns through the first 4 weeks of the season should maybe warrant a conversation or at least entertain the idea of getting rid of your defensive coordinator? I would say yes, but John Harbaugh actually says no. Despite the really rocky start for this Baltimore Ravens team, credited mostly to their poor defense, Harbaugh does not think that firing Zach Orr is the answer. So let me ask you this. Once the team gets Lamar Jackson back, is he enough to overcompensate for this poor defense and turn their season around? Only time will tell. And finally, the New England Patriots. I have to make a formal and public apology here. Drake May, I was unfamiliar with your game, and I think a lot of people were familiar with your game. There were people talking about the Patriots being a sleeper this upcoming season, but I certainly was not one of those people. He just proved in a prime time game in Buffalo, one of the toughest places to play football on the road, going head to head versus Josh Allen. Outperforming Josh Allen. Drake May proved who he is, and I certainly believe him. Stefon Diggs back, and better than ever. Back-to-back 100-plus yard games, a revenge game versus his former team, sealed with a win. And I also think Stefon Diggs has shown a little bit more maturity, love for the game, leadership, and that is going to be huge for the Patriots this season. I think Mike Vrabel, this defense capable of slowing down a Buffalo Bills defense, and Drake May really does make this Patriots team a sleeper that I didn't see coming, so I am certainly surprised. All that to say, there is still plenty of football left to play this season. Which teams have surprised you the most so far?